What's up guys, it's Matt with REK, and what we are doing today is we are testing the noise of our broadheads, how much sound do these things make. And what we're going to do is we're going to compare these to a field point. We get asked this question all the time, how loud are your broadheads? People say, I see your broadheads are vented, does that make any additional noise? And we're going to shoot a video to show you guys the difference between a field point in each of our 4 models of a broadhead as far as sound goes. So the setup here is we're going to shoot, we got a target set down 50 yards here, and we have a sound meter set up here at 15 yards from where I'm going to shoot at. 50-yard shot, so that seems to be about the right distance to measure the sound of the arrow, but also give the arrow enough time to get down there and get it far enough away from the sound meter so it doesn't pick up any of that noise, also because the sound meter does have a little bit of a lag to it. And when I started shooting this, I was shooting at like 30 yards, and it was hard to filter out what was the arrow noise and what was the noise of the arrow hitting the target. So we're going to try this scenario. 50 yards seems to be the happy medium here. We're going to shoot a baseline with the field point first and measure the sound on that, and then we're going to shoot the broadheads and just kind of filter through the results here, talk about some of the noise differences here, and let's get to shooting. Alright, so shot number 1 here is going to be our baseline shot with the field point. I'm shooting a Matthews V3, 29-inch draw, 70-pound bow. I'm shooting the Zinger 4 fletches here. We've got the REK arrow wrap on there. I don't really think that's going to make much of a noise difference, but I am going to shoot the same arrow for all 5 shots here, so it's a fair comparison. There's no possible twist on any of the veins here or anything like that. We're going to get the same arrow, 5 shots, compare the difference. Let's start with the field point. Here we go, field point, shot number 1. See what we got. Looks like it's a 70.7 for the field point. That's going to be our baseline, 70.7. Alright, we're getting the FX4 screwed on here. This is a 1 1/8" main blade on this head, 3/4 inch bleeder. They are vented, so let's see the noise comparison on this guy. FX4. Go check. Mosquitoes are thick out here, let me tell you. Alright, we are going to scroll back through here. So, believe it or not, the FX4 is actually quieter than a field point. 69.8. That's crazy. Quieter than a field point. I think just about everybody would have expected that to be louder than a field point, but I will say the accuracy of the sound meter here is within 1 decibel. So there's a little variation, but this is going to get us really close. So I would say that the FX4 is quieter, likely no louder for sure. But let's check the other heads out and see what we come up with. Alright, next we are screwing on the FXD. This is a 2-blade fixed head, vented blades, 1 1/4" cut on this. To be honest with you, I would anticipate this to be the loudest head we test today. There's only one way to find out though. Let's fling this thing down. FXD, headed down range. 50 yards. Let's see how loud it is. Bullseye. That's good. Let's go check. Alright, FXD results are in. 72.5 on the decibel meter down there. Kind of anticipated this one to be a little louder. It's a fixed head with a little bit bigger profile, a bigger angle on the blade, a bigger tip. We kind of knew coming into that this was probably going to be the loudest head we tested, but I still wouldn't call it loud considering the baseline of our field point. I mean, that's there's no whistling out of these, I guess, is the big takeaway here. These things aren't necessarily making any crazy noise going down range. They're as loud as the field point, or even a little bit less. So let's move on to the expandables now. Let's start with the XP. So the XP is a 1.850" cut on this. The actual profile when closed is right around, I think it's like 1 inch. I'll clarify that, but it's right about 1 inch on that when closed. So I mean, I would anticipate these to be just as quiet as the FX4, if not quieter. So yeah, the XP here, let's shoot it down range and let's see what kind of reading we get on it. Here we go. XP shot number 4 in our lineup here. Let's see what we got. Let's take a look at our sound reading on the XP Broadhead. What do we got? Get through this here. So we have a 68.1. Again, just as loud, or actually quieter than a field point. That is actually very surprising what we're finding here. Very surprising. And I'm gonna go back again to stating that this decibel meter is within, it's like a tolerance of 1 to 1.5, I think, on what it reads, but you know, it's still getting us very close, and it's still showing us that at bare minimum these broadheads are no louder than a field point. Pretty cool. Let's pull out the expandable here. It actually zipped right on through the target here at 50 yards. We will unscrew that and we will go try the HXP. Right, we are now screwing on the new for 2024 HXP head here. Man, we have been selling a ton of these things, guys. This is pretty incredible. A lot of people wanted to see a bigger cut expandable. This is a 2¼ inch cut on this. And yeah, so we listened to the customers. We came out with this year. It's been out probably about 2 months now, and we have sold so many of them. We actually sold out our first batch within like 72 hours, somewhere right in there. Pretty crazy. It's honestly all we can do to keep these in stock, but it does have a pretty much the same profile as the XP. The blade is longer. So we're gonna shoot this down range and see if that changes the sound readings off this at all. And honestly, you know, this is it's a pretty cool test. It's kind of eye-opening to see just how quiet these things are. You know, you get asked that all the time. Well, do vented broadheads make noise? Are they gonna whistle down range? And from the results we're finding, they don't. So one last head here, let's shoot it, let's see what we got. Loading up the Hypercut expandable HXP. Here she goes. Alrighty, that's the last one. Let's go see. So guys, I do have to apologize for probably the shaky video, the selfie mode. I know you guys probably don't want to see a bunch of me holding the camera in my face all day here, so we are going to wrap this test up, but not without getting the read on the HXP, which is a 69.8. 69.8. That's pretty crazy, man. That's all of these heads, or just about all of these heads, I think, other than the FXD, are reading lower than a field point as far as sound goes. Crazy. I don't know. We get asked this all the time. This is a test I've been meaning to do. It's just kind of some hard proof for you guys that at the bare minimum our heads are not louder than a field point. They don't whistle, they don't make any any crazy noise going downrange, and pretty cool. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Drop a comment, subscribe. Check us out, rekbroadheads.com, and let us know what you guys think. Thanks for tuning in.